The cutoff was 22 pounds. When they looked at pitchers preseason, those that didn't have a strength of the external rotators up to 22 pounds were up to 4 times higher risk of injury of their UCL through the season. Hey guys, welcome to today's Mentoring Minute. I'm here with Ann, and today we're talking about ulnar collateral ligament pain or ulnar collateral ligament injuries. Most commonly this is going to be in your throwers, and there's lots of articles that talk about looking at the shoulder, the thoracic spine, the trunk, the legs, and how they all can influence stresses at the elbow. When we're talking about diagnosing ulnar collateral ligament injuries, we have the varus stress test, so elbow flex 30 degrees, at a varus stress looking for laxity and pain. You can also do a moving varus stress test, where you take them up to that throwing position at that varus stress and move the elbow from flexion to extension, looking for any reproduction of symptoms or increased laxity. You can't treat the ulnar collateral ligament without talking about risk factors to try to prevent it in the first place. And the two articles that we'll talk about relate to rotator cuff strength, where they say you need about a 67% ratio of external rotators, so hold strong, compared to the internal rotators. The cutoff was 22 pounds. When they looked at pitchers preseason, those that didn't have a strength of the external rotators up to 22 pounds were up to 4 times higher risk of injury of their UCL through the season. The other article we'll talk about is when they looked at throwers in that throwing position, and when they looked at them on camera, they found that they used 144 degrees of external rotation in that leg cocking phase. When they measured those individual parts on camera and on table, of that 144 degrees, 105 came from the glenohumeral joint, 23 came from a scapular posterior tilt, and 9 came from the thoracic spine. So if you do the math of those three, that leaves about 6 to 7 degrees missing, which they're saying is coming from the elbow potentially, that extra valgus force adding to increase external rotation using the kinematics on that. So if we're going to address any type of those mobility deficits, we want to look at external rotation of the glenohumeral joint, we want to look at posterior tilt ability of the scapula, and extension of the thoracic spine. If you're lacking any of those three components, and you're still going to try to throw just as fast and get just as much wind up with that leg cocking phase, you may be overstressing that ulnar collateral ligament at the elbow.